Alright, this is my patient Nicole. She's a 20-year-old female. She has no prior history of injury or illnesses or medical family history. She does not smoke or drink, and she's not currently taking any medication, and she's in today because she has some lateral ankle pain on her right leg. So can you tell me what happened?
Yes, I was playing basketball and I went to jump and shoot and I landed on my ankle sideways.
Okay, and where did you hurt your ankle? Which side?
Over here.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt?
10 out of 10. It's like a sharp pain.
Okay, and how long ago did it occur?
About 3 days ago.
Alright, so we're gonna start with some active range of motion. We're gonna measure inversion first on her good leg. So we're gonna line up to neutral, subtalar neutral, fulcrum right at the joint line, parallel with her tibia, moving arm right here. And so I want you to bring your toes in as far as you can. And that is 150 or 30 degrees range of motion for inversion. And now we're gonna test the effect of the leg. Same thing, line up with the joint line, bring up a little bit to neutral, and then I want you to try to bring your toes in as far as you can. Now for this one, she only had 15 degrees range of motion, so a little bit less than the other one. And then now we're gonna do plantar flexion again with her unaffected side first. Let's go a little bit to the side. I'm gonna put the fulcrum on her lateral malleolus, line up the stationary arm with her tibia, and the moving arm parallel to her feet metatarsal. And then I want you to, right now she's at 120, and I want you to bring your toes all the way down as far as you can. And now she's at 150. So that is 30 degrees range of motion, which is the normal. Now we're gonna test the effective side. Bring up a little bit to neutral. Same thing. Lateral malleolus. And right here she's at 100 degrees. Oh, sorry, right here. 120, and then go ahead and go all the way as far as you can. And that went to 130. So that's 10 degrees range of motion, which is less than the other side. Now we're gonna do passive range of motion of inversion. So I'm gonna bring her all the way into inversion. You don't have any pain with that, right?
No.
Okay, now we're gonna try the other leg. And then, do you have any pain with that?
Yes.
Okay, and this one is a lot more stiff than her other side. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to some manual muscle testing. And if you could lay down, please. With your legs barely hanging out. Yep. And we're gonna start off testing her peroneus muscles, which are in charge of eversion. So we'll start on this side. Then I want you to bring your toes out. Just push against my hand. And then back in. Alright. No pain with that?
No.
Strong muscles on that side. I'm gonna try the other side. Then I want you to push in against my hand. And she has a lot of difficulty. Her leg is twitching. It's probably because this muscle over here is all tender from her injury. Now we're gonna do inversion. It's gonna test the tibialis muscle. So I want you to push in now this time. Alright, good. Back in. You have any pain with it?
No.
And then we're gonna do this side. Same thing, push in. And then back out. And she's a little bit stronger on that side, but not as weak as for her peroneus muscles. Now we're gonna move on to do special tests. So we're gonna start with the anterior joint test on the right side, so we know what the normal is. I'm gonna cup the calcaneus this side, and then stabilize at the distal tibia. And then you're gonna bring her calcaneus up anteriorly. She has a normal in range. Do you have any pain with it?
No.
I'm gonna test the other side. stabilize distal tibia up into neutral, and then I'm gonna come up, and then she has more laxity on this side than she did on the other one. Do you have any pain with that?
Yes.
So that is a positive anterior joint test, which tests her ATF. And then now we're gonna do the lateral tilt test. Start right here. Stabilize, and then I'm gonna bring her leg into inversion. And then it's a nice stop wrench right there. Does that hurt?
No.
Okay. Now the other side. And then bring her in. Does that hurt?
Yes.
Okay, she has pain and she has more laxity and soft end feel compared to the other side. So that's a positive talar tilt test, which tests her CF ligament. Alright, now we're gonna do the squeeze test. So I'm gonna bring her leg up right here. And I'm just gonna squeeze her tibia and fibula together to rule out any possible fibula fracture or syndesmosis injury. So squeeze. Does that hurt?
No.
Nice, just no pain with that. And then we're gonna test the other leg. Up. Same thing. Squeeze. Do you have any pain with that?
No.
Okay, good. And now we're gonna do the medial subtalar glide test. So we're gonna stabilize right here at the joint line, calcaneus, and then I'm gonna push right here, medially. Do you have any pain with that?
No.
Okay, same thing here. And do you have any pain with that?
Yes.
And then she has more laxity on this side than the other side, so that's a positive medial subtalar glide test. Now we're gonna move on to the palpations. So we're gonna start with her ATF. I'm starting this side again. So we're gonna find her. Can you lay diagonal like this, real quick? A little bit more. Yeah. So ATF is gonna come right here on her lateral malleolus on the top part, and then we're gonna go plantar flexure, inversion, and then palpate on top and down. Feels fine. And then for the CF, we're gonna do neutral and inversion, and then go behind it, the lateral malleolus and down, and it feels fine. And then for the PTF, we're gonna go into dorsiflexion and then inversion, and then it's gonna go right here behind the lateral malleolus. Do you have any pain with those?
No.
Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and palpate this side, all the bones as well. So I'm gonna do the lateral malleolus. So it's bone right here. We're gonna palpate over the top. Do you have any pain with it?
No.
It feels fine. And then we're gonna palpate the base of her foot, metatarsal. So just come down her pinky all the way until feel that bony prominence poking out right here. Just palpate right there. Do you have any pain with that?
No.
Alright, that's good. Now we're gonna do the effective side. You can come back. Alright. So we're gonna start with ATF again. Plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. Over the top of her lateral malleolus. Do you have any pain with that?
Yes.
It's a little bit tender and inflamed right there. And then we're gonna do her CF, which is normal, and then inversion, and then palpate behind the lateral malleolus and down. Do you have any pain with that?
Yes.
Okay, same thing, it still inflamed. And then we're gonna do her PTF, which is dorsiflexion, and then inversion. And then right behind the lateral malleolus right here. And you have any pain with that?
Yes.
Okay, so it seems like she hurt all 3 of her lateral ligaments. I'm just gonna test and palpate her lateral malleolus now. Right here. Do you have any point tenderness with that?
No.
Okay, that's good. And now we're gonna test her fit metatarsal base right here. So down her pinky, all the way into this bony prominence poking out. And do you have any pain with that?
No.
Okay. So next should move to the physical performance, but she will not be able to do it since she has so much laxity and pain on her ankle. So we're gonna skip that part. So based on the fact that she doesn't have any pain on her bony prominences like her lateral malleolus or the base of her metatarsal, I don't think she needs an x-ray, and her squeeze test was negative, so it means she doesn't have a fracture. So my clinical diagnosis is lateral ankle sprain, grade 3, meaning she hurt her ATF, CF, and TFL. Alright.